welcome. Spring equinox. Thank goodness it's spring. I'm serious. I have the biggest case of the winter blues. This winter has been like very cold and so much snow. So much snow. Like where I live, it's usually dry like a desert. And during the winter, it can be dry like a desert, and there's not a lot of snow sometimes. And we do get to see a lot of sun. But there have been years where it's been extreme amounts of snowfall, like this year. And I mean snow that you don't even leave your house. And it hasn't mattered this year because we've all been working from home and expanding at home. But yeah, you know, that's probably why I got the winter blues. Like, ooh, guys, ooh. So, whoa. Okay. Bless you. Bless you. Now, this is why I'm so happy I'm surrounded with spring. And of course, these are going to be going in the ground. These were a gift from my mother for my birthday, okay, guys? And I've been enjoying this. It's beautiful. It's spring. Spring. And you know, where I live, then that means that summer's near. And summer, like, I live in the kind of place where it's like +2. People are like putting on their shorts, okay, guys? They're putting on their shorts. They still have their toques on. They're scarves. Maybe they're mittens, but they're wearing the shorts, okay? Okay. Let's see what's happening. Let's get shuffling. I am going to share the channeled message, and we're going to do this in 2 parts. First part, we're going to get some witch's wisdom, and we're going to speak to the spirit animal oracle, okay, guys? As well as we have the crystal power tarot. This is the message. A rebirth is assured. After something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Bat Spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one, for the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in the new. This new amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. And we've been working on this relationship with self, knowing divine love of self and for self. And we've been working on loving the body, loving and expanding with the body and healing with the body in a healthy way, creating healthy templates for the rest of the collective to feed from. Now, Bat Spirit reminds us that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you're lost. However, you're called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. And this is the time we're in. We're going to give birth to something new and unfamiliar. That's what's being activated during the season. Bat Spirit has listened in the darkness of the night and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and your worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. Bat Spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel you are in the dark, know that come morning all will be revealed and things will be in a new form that is right for you. Now, guys, this is connected to everything that's gone down this year. We know there's no coincidence that this is a no, this card is the channel message for this time. And we're concluding a year of our connection to the bat and the pandemic. And what that actually means, there's symbolism there, okay? There's symbolism here. And we know that last time we met up with Bat Spirit, it was kindness and showing kindness to, you know, this princess showed kindness to a weaker species other than herself. But this species was not really weak. That's perception. And they cared for her and they saved her. They cared for her. There is enlightenment being offered here, a rebirth being assured. And you know what? This also too is connected to many of us that join here facing death and facing this death patterns in order to create them anew and heal the fear that's there. And we're facing time, so we're collapsing it because we're understanding we are eternal beings, and we're not letting we're not letting time rule us. We are putting, you know, time is not the sun and the moon. We have the sun and the moon and the heavens, okay? The stars, the other planets, everything that's up there. We've put that back into perspective. Time is a tool we use that's in our tool belt. It's not running our lives, and here it's running our lives. We're facing it in order to collapse it by understanding we are eternal beings. We're going to continue on, but we're also still understanding our time matters here. The present moment matters here. We're creating in the present moment. Like, it's so funny to watch humans, if you ever know, like, we're always talking about the past. We like to reminisce about the past. We like to speak about the future. But we need to laser focus on the present moment and part time. Enjoy time. Find the magic in time. Like, you can split time open when you laser focus in that moment. And those moments, you can get lost there, and it seems like weeks, maybe months. That's why when people are like, when people tell me like it's only been 3 days past, and I'm like, what? It's only been 3 days? It feels like a month. Whew. Going to some spaces and places in that Merkaba, right? And also too, guys, I know this very well myself, and I'm going to speak about that for a minute because, you know what? That's what I know to speak about. I have been facing healing from death and my side. Fear, the fear that's been there. And, you know, speaking about birthing, I have a friend, and she's been part of my spiritual quest. And I was out one morning working with the sun and the moon. And they said, you know what, you're going to go with her, and you're going to go with her to her ultrasound, and you're going to believe in miracles. Because in healing with my side, I was at a point where I was getting very frustrated, and I wanted to give up on myself, and I wanted to give up on this path, and I wanted to give up on everything. I was having a hard time believing. I was really feeling low. And you know what? My soul tribe member came, and she said, you know what, I'm going to make a special call. I'm going to see if you can come. My mom can't come. I really want you to come to my ultrasound. Let's go see the, you know, my child for the first time. And I knew I was going because I'd spoken with the sun and the moon, and I got in the vehicle. And she said, remember when you were reading my cards and in the summertime and you said I'm going to have twins? And I'd forgotten about that. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, well, I had a dream last night that God came and told me I'm having twins and I'm giving birth to twins. And I was like, whoa, okay. And we go and we get into the ultrasound room, and the ultrasound technician comes and puts the wand on her belly, and there's twins. Oh, guys. You know, when my team said, we told you to believe, we told you. And they told me that, you know what, when I believed in myself and healing, that I would remember who I was. To believe in the divine, to believe in the miracles. And not only that, she's having a twin boy and girl. The odds of that even further. You know, and now, like, there's no question of belief. And I was speaking to another soul tribe member, and, you know, they said, you know, Nicole, at the end of the day, this is hard, but we really have it easy. The ones that have faith without having this deep connection to spirit and working with the divine, they're the ones that I look up to. And I was thinking about that. You know what? Sometimes we have to expand with that humble charge. Yeah, this is hard, but guys, holy freaking wow, aren't we lucky that we have such a deep connection to spirit, to the divine. We live in it. And I still need to be humbled from this experience, guys. I still need to be humbled to it. Now, this is connected to the honeybee. We're just, you know what? Let's put this back in the deck. I'm going to slow down for a second, guys, because I'm always in such a rush. I've been trying to break apart the reading so you guys can watch what you feel called to watch when you feel called to watch it. And you know what? I got to slow down because the messages are the messages. You can't get all frantic here. But this is connected to the honeybee and working with the honeybee. Oh, scarab beetle spirit. Magic works through you. It's the message. We're gonna light this, guys. We're gonna light this. All right, guys, I'm sending it to you. Oh, I love it. Love it. It's just... Okay. Now we're gonna see what is going with this message. I figure we might as well speak to the animals. Wow. I swear, it's because Bad Spirit wanted to make its presence known. Okay, so this is about a rebirth is assured. So we're going to surrender now because Spirit has a plan. We're working with moth spirits and koala spirits. And moths, we know our connection to the light in the darkness, transformation in the darkness. So of course we're having a rebirth. This makes complete sense. And we're understanding that Spirit has a plan. And it's understanding that magic is working through us. And I find this spectacular after everything we just talked about. And we're going to connect with Stag Spirit and take the lead. Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered for the creative magic of the scarab beetle spirit, reminding us that we can bring forth something extraordinary, seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, Scarab Beetle Spirit reminds you that Spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old, for Spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and vitalized as you make magic with what is at hand. Now is the time for your great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow Spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. And this is all about now removing doubts of doubting our inner magic. We have to understand those creative juices flow through us. Okay, they flow through us. They're going to help us to manifest. And we're co-creating a world anew. And we're going to do this with our passions. We're going to draw inspiration from play, But this is understanding too. What's the message of the scarab beetle? We've discussed this many times here. They teach us to use our dung as fuel, to purify, to remove our toxicity out of the way, or to use that toxicity as fuel to get to where we're going and burn it up. It's key. It's key. Let's go to the tarot. Hello, Crystal Power Tarot. Ooh, what just hit me? I speak truth in fairness to myself. Justice is here. Alright, guys, and this card is stuck. Let's see what it is. Temperance. I find clarity through calm. Alright. We're healing with the mother and father. There's going to be a couple of specials. I did a reading on my birthday that I'm going to be sharing as soon as I'm called to put it up here on the channel. There's been too many other things happening, guys. Too many other things happening. This is a big expansion right now. We're busy. We're busy out on the field expanding. That's what we're doing this year. We're really laying the foundations for New Earth right now. You know, the moon. This is connected to our last reading on March 17th. My intuition guides me to the right direction. And rainbow moonstone, like, that is gorgeous. I need to get myself some rainbow moonstone. We know that the sun is working with the moon and Jupiter. There it is, it's death. This is our connection to death. We're having an ending with the Nine of Swords. We've added the positive charge. I trust the present moment. And it's connected to Should Light. And this crystal is incredible. It can help you with your Wi-Fi transmission. Okay, guys? Sugar light. Sugar light. And it's connected to death. I let go and embrace new beginnings. Phantom quartz. You have to get some phantom quartz too. I don't have that. With temperance, I find clarity through calm. Blue calcite. And we're going to spin the wheel. I trust whatever the universe brings me. Green adventure. And it's love. I know that the right person waits until I'm ready. It's love. Two moonstone pillars glow pearlescent under an indigo sky. Two carpfish remain largely underwater. Symbols of things yet to surface. Their tails are wrapped around the stones as if guarding the way ahead. Stepping stones appear to lead to a distant place, suggesting unknown outcomes. The infinity symbol above the horizon denotes the cycles of life and eternal change. And this is connected to us switching seasons. Meaning, the moon reveals that there is a decision to be made, but you cannot yet see the full picture. You may have doubts about a relationship or another situation that is unclear. There may be buried issues that need to surface. So this is a card of sensitivity and emotion. The moon also indicates psychic abilities, dreams, intuition, and the subconscious. And our connection to this beautiful crystal. Rainbow moonstone is associated with the crown chakra. For spiritual connection, it is believed to enhance perspective and intuition. So you are guided towards the right decision. Moonstone can help you see your strengths and gifts so you believe in yourself. When you need guidance, hold the card and look into the rainbow moonstone, feeling the crystal's magical energy. All right, guys, so let's do that. Our power message, my intuition guides me to the right decision. Something that's hidden is coming to light. And this has to do with understanding spirit has a plan and magic is working through us, and we are going to surrender, and a rebirth is assured. There's a rebirth assured. We have to surrender, though, to the expansion. That's the message. And believe. We have to believe in ourselves. Guys, this means something. You know what? Patch is here. So we're going to get Patch, and then we're going to ask the witch's wisdom. Okay. Yeah, it has to do with spinning the wheel. We're understanding how to create because we've done healing. And we're ending selfishness through generosity. We're healing from our separateness. We're healing from this selfish charge. We want to give back. And that's going to allow us to turn the wheel. You know what, guys? Let's get some more tarot here. All right. This has to do with the turning of the wheel. And temperance. Here we go, guys. We're healing from the Five of Wands charge. We're picking healing. We're understanding where to apply the masculine to the 13 spheres of knowledge, the energy, in order to expand. So the Knight of Pentacles is here. And we have created movements. And it's towards the Two of Cups. And it's because of the sun and the moon. What we just discussed. We know the moon is working with the sun. That's what we found out on March 17th when we did our special. Our Happy Green Day special, right? And it's because we're healing from the Ten of Wands. Guys, this was taking all of our energy. You know what? This is connected to Patches here. Hold on. Okay, guys, Patch is here. Now, remember our last reading. I might have even kept the cards out because I wanted to speak about this. I just want to say the Knight of Cups is here. Oh, with the Lovers, of course. And here it is. The Princess of Cups with the Eight of Wands and the Two of Swords. Okay, this is on point to our last reading. This is everything we were discussing because we know the High Priestess was helping us to create peace from the Five of Swords and create the proper shapes in order to pull them together and expand with. We had to create the proper shapes. We had to create the negative tetrahedron and the positive tetrahedron and put them together in order to expand this properly and then create with the patterning that's connected to the Two of Cups and connected to the Lovers. And now here's another sign and synchronicity to show we're on point. Creation, destruction. Destruction, creation. We're creating in order to destroy. We're destroying in order to create. We're entering the flow. And when we enter the flow, we're giving to receive and receiving to give. Or receiving to give and giving to receive. We're in alchemy here. This has to do with alchemy of the sun and the moon and expanding from this. Oh, and did I ever receive a spectacular vision of watching myself break out of snakeskin? And the snakeskin was just coming off of all of my flesh. Okay, guys. This is because we're healing with the earth, with life. She's got the turtle. She's got the flower. She's got the chalice. She's got that swan. She's with creation here. She's with the creator. She's expanding with the creator. And it has to do with what I was going to speak about Patch here. I know I kept these cards separate. And I kept them separate for a reason. Because on our last reading, I was going to keep them out to discuss them. So, we know we're working with the sun. And of course, the sun and the moon are working together to restore balance. And guys, these readings will be linked below. There's a part 1 and 2 for anyone who didn't join us on March 17th. And what would like to check it out. We know our luck was changing because we were working with our faith, the masculine. We're expanding. We're expanding from the 5 of Swords. This is where we're creating the peace. So we're going to create the proper shape here with Justice. And we're doing that right here with the 8 of Wands. And how are we doing it? We were having a third eye activation with the World. And it was in order to create the proper patterning. Now look. Here is where we have the 2 tetrahedrons come together like we need them to come together. And then we continue on making our new patterning. But we had to do this step first. Many of us have been missing that step. What ended up happening? We expanded with the sun, with our intuition. From within to without and without to within. That is, once again, our connection to working with the moon, La Luna. We were working with Metatron's cube. That is properly using those 13 spheres of knowledge and the masculine in order to expand this new patterning. Okay, guys? And this is really key. This is really important. This is part of our mission work. We're expanding this patterning. In this scene, there's 2 paths. One is dark and one is light. They're both behind her. But look, she's in the middle road. She's in the center. This also means something, guys. This is where one of our main activations is. And this is understanding that Spirit has a plan. Now, remember, channel message was death 3 times. And death is connected to the 10 of Wands and the phoenix rising from the ashes. We have to have a rebirth. And remember, a rebirth is assured. So death is here. And we have a transformation. And we know, what is it about? It's about the devil and taking our energy back. And we're doing it. So we need the sun to expand. And the energy of the zodiac. We're going to spin the wheel, the heavens. We know we got the positive charge. We're adding it. And it has to do with change. Here it is. And we're changing through the earth. We're expanding through the earth. Because we've restored balance with the sun and the moon. And we're no longer reckless with life. Okay? We're expanding through the earth. We're no longer reckless with life. That's working with the Father. We're seeing what we need to see in the 4 of Swords. And we know. We're expanding with the masculine. And that was also connected to the feminine. She was there. I don't know where she's gone now. I'm not going to go through all these cards. But the Empress was there. So this is completely connected to our last reading. There's the 4 of Swords with the Ace of Wands. So we're having an ending. We're healing from this heartbreak. So we're going to work with the moon. There's the scarab beetle. Guys, this is once again a beautiful spider web. We are weaving. It's all coming together. There's the scarab beetle. And we're going to literally change our tune. We're going to let Spirit work with us, the divine, the creator. The magic will work through us and we will change our tune. That's what's happening. Let's freaking see what's being activated. Let's confirm it all. I really feel called to get some witch's wisdom on this. I feel like the Metatron's oracle, though, is speaking to me so loud, too, right now. It's almost talking to me, guys. Okay. Love this book. Confirming what's being activated here. What's being activated here? There it is. The Ace of Air. And this has to do with graduating on the journey. As we're healing from the Seven of Water, we're healing through and with our illusions. And I want you to see, look, that's where we tore a hole in order to connect to what's real. The coding of source energy, the divine. And we ripped it wide open to see through the illusions, the hack, and now we're becoming the craftsman of air. Because remember, we're healing with air, we're detoxifying it. And we're doing that through harmony. What we join here to do, guys, thank you for joining in to do just that, to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration from my heart to yours. This is lit, guys. This is lit. Let's get the message. The Ace of Air, Wind Harp. Air, the first vibration from which everything proceeds into manifestation, the element awakening us to the consciousness of creation, to infinite connection. Between the bones of what was first created, the winds of summoning stir the strings woven by spiders and filled with stars. Deafening noise roars through a cosmic chord of sounds piled one upon the other. Together they are almost music. The swish of a breeze and the rustle of the leaves, the melody of the bird song and the howl of a storm, and all the sounds in between. This is the magic of the wind harp. It's love. Essence, listen, awareness, divine love. Say what's in your heart. Counsel. Air is the element of consciousness, intelligence and intuition, reflection and communication, laughter and music, infinite connection and love. But silence comes first. If you're talking, you cannot listen. The mind is always confronted with choices, and so it chatters. But don't rush to action. Slow down. Slow down. The answer you're seeking is waiting for you to hear it. And that's what's happening here. That turtle in the cup is telling her, slow down. It's like the swan is even pulling her back, like, slow down here, slow down. We're going to do this. Let's do it right. Let's enjoy it. Because it's going to be that much sweeter. It's going to sound that much better. Magic. Go outside on a windy day. Feel the air on your skin. Messing up your hair, singing in your ear. What do you hear? Listen to the love songs the wind sings you. What is the enchantment of the moment? What is the song in your heart? The spell you long to chant. Give it voice and let the wind carry it into creation. Guys, there's a message for us outside. There's a message for us from air with air, and we need to listen. And this is also connected to, you know, the message of the counselor of water. And the counselor of water is listening and never interrupting the flow unless it's an important question. If not, they're still listening. There's a connection there. And because Metatron's oracle self-mastery has been Speaking over here, we're going to get one last card and then we're going to head on over to part 2. Okay, guys? We'll let Metatron close us out in part 1. I swear, look, we've gotten this card now 3 times. Leadership, answering the call. We're going to answer the call because we're untying the knots of karma. And we're working with the cup of replenishment, gold. And there it is, guys. There's the message right here. This is what we're working with. Cup of replenishment. This is a place of divine truth and light where your soul resides. As you prepare for initiation into Archangel Metatron's sacred circle of light, allow any heaviness to dissolve that prevents this. To be in Metatron's presence is to remember your wisdom and power, your holiness. No more playing it small. You're here to shine and to excel at anything you choose to do. Through adversity, you can also grow and evolve to reach more, enlightened and a fruitful place of being. This is reminding us that we are eternally blessed, and the infinity symbol on this card is reminding us of the union between us, you, and the angelic beings of light who are with you now and always will be. Also, this is the link to the Ace of Cups. Here we see a single cup, symbolizing true love, particularly if partnered with love in a spread. Well, we know, and this cup here offers communion with another, a meeting of minds, bodies, and souls blessed by spirit. Golden replenishment comes to you now, just when we need it. And guys, we need this now. We need this now more than ever. Look at, this is the cup. This is the cup. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create with today, guys. I look forward to seeing you at part 2. Take care. We're going to talk about karmic bonds here. Untying the knots. This is where we're starting on part 2.